be launching a tasty pastry. It's a low-carb Pop-Tart. It's got 3 to 4 grams of net carbs, and we love this show. This is our best place to be in LA.
Welcome back to Legendary Foods Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Tuesday, September 13th, 2022. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. At this point, I believe we're about 10 to 12 days away from the Arnold UK. And as far as the Men's Open is concerned, there are about 100 different storylines that we've been following over the last few weeks. But at the end of the day, I think the big question on everyone's mind heading into the weekend will be, can Andrew Jacked put on an encore performance in this second time out? His take on the matter has been well documented because he believes that he was only 75 to 80% of his potential when he won the Texas Pro, which you can take either one of two ways. You can take it as a complete hyperbole and that he was just being him, being his own best promoter. Or two, he's actually telling the truth, which would be nuts because that would mean he's about to drop the hammer. All things considered, this guy is one of the most interesting people in bodybuilding right now, and there are going to be a lot of eyes tuned in to see what his next move is. It's been a weird year so far in the women's physique division because there honestly hasn't been a whole lot of action to report. For one reason or another, things have been relatively quiet on the home front up until recently because all of a sudden, the reigning and defending two-time Olympia champ has decided to make her presence felt. A few days ago, Villegas released this short behind-the-scenes sneak peek at what she's got going on in the leg department. And as you can see, she looks like she's well on her way to another successful title defense based on what we see here. For most fans of the division, I think they probably see this as a two-horse race between Sarah and Natalia, with a whole lot of distance between them and the rest of the pack. But unless she lets off the gas, it's going to be tough for Natalia or anyone else to find a way to narrow the gap. For a hot second, I sat around and thought about trying to introduce this clip with some sort of catchy tagline or something, and then my better judgment prevailed and I realized that I don't need to do any of that because the clip on its own says more than I could ever. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your defending two-time Olympia champ training his butt off in the middle of September like he's the one who has something to prove. He's training like he's the underdog, or like his back is up against the wall. The hunter training like he's the one being hunted. Do we see what's happening here? Ramy is on a new level right now and he's constantly trying to up the ante. We are watching a champion take you through a masterclass on what it means to have a championship mindset. So you might want to get out your pen and paper and start taking some notes because this man is about to take some people to school. And before we sign off today, we wanted to send a huge shout out to Hunter Labrada and his new wife, Liv, and congratulate them on officially tying the knot this past weekend. Obviously, we all know Hunter as an incredible bodybuilder, but by all accounts, everyone who knows him says that he's an even better person than he is an athlete. So I'm sure that this had to be a tremendous moment for everyone involved. Now he's in the middle of his Olympia prep, so I'm guessing that the honeymoon will have to wait till late December. But believe me when I tell you, a lot of your success in marriage revolves around your ability to be patient. So at least he'll get to learn that lesson early. But if things go well, or maybe even really, really well as far as bodybuilding is concerned over the next few months, maybe they'll have an even more to celebrate. And then at that point, it will have definitely been worth the wait. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.